Right. So for the past few weeks now, for the past few days, it's been trending about how Wike and his wife purportedly transferred the house they bought in Florida to their children. Sahara reporters and Omoyele Sowore have been carrying the news, have been following up. Many people have lent their voices. It's been trending. But here is my take on it. First, this may be the beginning of an end for Wike. Here are my reasons. And for those of you who are still supporting these Nigerian politicians, let me give you a context. Let's even conceive, let's consider that Wike is even innocent of this. Do you know that one of the reasons why these politicians do anyhow and get away and feel they can get away with it is because they have nothing much to lose in this Nigerian project? Because most of them have their children well kept away in foreign lands, living the best lives. And to them, in case anything goes south in Nigeria, they will easily join them over there. So imagine if all these Nigerian politicians who allegedly are fraudulent could invest their fraudulent funds back in Nigeria. You know these people will unconsciously and they maybe consciously begin to work for the betterment of Nigeria, because when their businesses, when their children, when their healthcare is vested in Nigeria, they will eventually find a way to make Nigeria better for everybody. So but you are in one corner there sitting and defending one of these things simply because of your political ethnic leaning now. But these people are just playing your heads, because at the end, their children are doing well, your own children are here. The insecurity in Nigeria is affecting you and your family. It's not affecting them and their children. For them, their children are secured over there, but them are being secured by the Nigerian government, the security agencies. You and your own children, and your generation, are the people that are left to suffer for their wastages and for their fraudulent activities as elected officials. So they are using your head if you are still trying to defend why those people should be getting properties abroad. And then why I say this might be the end of Wike. Quote me and go and mark it. I don't know how true this might be. I cannot for now make any concrete statement on it, because the facts are still not yet much concrete. And I recall when they asked Wike on channel television about it, he just simply waved it off. So psychologically you can see that there are lots. He can't. I know Wike, when Wike wants to be honest with something that he knows is totally false, you will see the wickedness in him. But for him to just brush it off and say, my children are American citizens, so every American citizen is now buying houses in Florida, and my wife and children are American citizens, my in-law bought and transferred and all of that. We can see through it. That is not the Wike I know, talking against what it feels is lies against him. But then let us hang it somewhere. And to my first assertion, where I say that this may be the beginning of an end for Wike. For those who support us, I have bad news for you, whether you like it or not. The very day that Florida or United States government issues any statement that may look like, that or seems to indict Wike in this fraudulent money laundering, concealing of information, abetting crime. I'm just listing the charges and then fraudulently transfer to his children. Go and mark it anywhere, quote me anywhere. You see this Tinubu regime, they will immediately remove Wike from power. Everybody will run away from him. Despite, they say everybody is the 10th commandment, that shall not be caught. You can commit any offense, but make sure not to be caught. So his ardent supporters and followers, I pray for him. Let this not be true, and probably let American or Florida government not issue any statement that will indict Wike. Because if they does, even before any conviction, trial or whatsoever, if you doubt it, it happened to SGF. Babache Lawa, when he was involved in the grass cutting scandal. And guess what? It turned out that that thing was just pure false at the court. You know, Nigerian court now. They later discharged and acquitted him on that charges. But then he has been laid off. So just know this and know peace. No government, no matter how corrupt it seems like, keeps as a figure anybody who is facing allegedly international crime. It makes government look bad. So pray for him if you wish. And to my fellow Nigerians, we will not let this die down. If not for anything, we need to keep on making our voices heard so that these politicians, even if they still have intention to fraudulently divert this our national fortunes, at least let them begin to think of how to invest it in Nigeria. I believe when these things are begin to happen, they will somehow begin to develop interest to develop Nigeria.